can start the book club.
All right.
I'm probably not gonna have much to say for the first 4 episodes, and then still not that much to say for the last episode. I think this was a weaker set of episodes than usual. I think not too much to talk about, but
What episodes did we watch? 36.
I don't think it was
36.
weak. I don't think so specifically it was weak. It was just that there's not a lot to talk about.
okay. I guess it's more so that like all of the previous like 10 episodes were kind of crazy.
It's a lot of world building this episode.
Yeah.
And, like,
I think there's a lot of discussion, just nonstop them like planning stuff out and not actually executing any plans, really.
Yeah, it's all set up for presumably the next 5 episodes.
Pheasant is boring as hell. I
Yeah,
don't like Pheasant.
I've been saying
agree.
this. I've been saying this. I am uninterested by them.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good.
I am very close to skipping anytime I see Rubinsky on screen.
Yeah, during this set of 5 episodes, I kept thinking like, yeah, I understand Tiny's point of like, if they were smarter and like actually had purpose behind their actions, it would actually be pretty cool. Like Pheasant as a concept would be awesome.
I like the idea of this third kind of pseudo country that's just kind of fighting to survive, but they don't really have power. They do not have power. If they anger Reinhard, he can destroy them. I don't know what. So it's not fun.
They tried to fuck with Reinhardt once, singular, and then he fucked them over, and now he gets to go through their passage.
Yeah. Well, spoilers, we don't know yet.
That's true, we haven't gotten
Anyway,
there.
at the beginning of 36, I don't know why, but the animation style felt different when it was zooming in on Reinhardt's face. Maybe that's just me going insane, but it felt really strange, the zoom in. I should have screenshotted it.
I mean, it might have been one of those reanimated sequences, because they lost the originals. I'm sure Pyric will tell us if that's the case.
37 was a reanimated one for sure.
36.
I guess I could probably look back and see why they're doing this, but like, what was the purpose of them trying, like, stealing, like, going for the Kaiser, and then also turning back on them and reporting them to Reinhardt at the same time? Like,
It's as they said. I mean, everything they said to Reinhardt is completely the truth. They wanted to set up an excuse for Reinhardt to invade the Alliance because they want Reinhardt to take over.
But couldn't they think 2 seconds and say that, oh, if we do that, we know that we're like, they're playing, like we are playing Reinhardt, and he knows that explicitly. Can he just turn on them? Like, we're giving such a perfect excuse for that.
Theoretically, the point is that they're hoping to convince Reinhardt that they're trying to help him and say, hey, we're trying to help you, Reinhardt, by giving you a casus belli to invade the Alliance, and hopefully you won't attack us because we're helping you.
I mean, the plan also wasn't to tell him, and they were going to just kind of do it and have him do that, but then he called them on it, so they're like, fuck, I guess we have to come clean and hope that we can pivot this into still being workable.
Yeah. And I guess to their credit, trying to figure that out on the spot, because I like the interrogation scene. I thought that was cool. But to like switch on the spot was like, I could believe them like just fumbling the bag a little bit right there.
I do not believe that Reinhardt taking full control of the entire galaxy is ever in their favor.
I mean, yeah, he's already shown that he will just like completely obliterate like whoever's in charge and get rid of them if he needs to. So I think Pheasant goes pretty fast once he takes over.
I assume we're going to have to learn, like, the only way anything makes sense is if the Earth Cult has magic superpowers and they can just, like, kill him from any time they want to with their magical space beams. They have space beams or something.
Check who owns the land that the fountain's on. That's all I'm saying.
What does give me hope, which is a little bit of a spoiler for like episode 39, that Wenley does just point out all of this. It says like, well, this probably won't ever work for them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm glad someone brought it up.
Yeah, Wenley's a
Like,
watched 5 episodes ahead kind of guy.
yeah.
I believe
Well,
it.
it's like
He's a watched episode 54 kind of guy.
there was
I believe you do that.
you know that harem anime where they have the farting priest or the farting nun, and like
Haganai?
I don't know, maybe it was just the main character is just hemming and hawing for 12 episodes, and then the little girl just freaks out and is like, actually do something with your life, and like
Yeah, that's Haganai.
Okay.
okay, yeah, that was like it changed me from going from like getting it like a 3-star to like a 6-star. Just that one interaction right there. And
I
so
like
like that
Haganai.
interaction with Wenley like that, like they're actually thinking about how stupid it is and actually pointing it out.
Yeah, it's almost like as we keep saying, Wenley and Reinhardt are the only 2 smart people in the universe.
Yeah.
So all other plans
unfortunate.
like immediately get explained by them the second like it cuts to them after having it explained by the people enacting the plan.
I okay. I'm moving all over the different episodes because I did just watch all 5 of them one after another. um, on a wooden bench. But that Wenley doesn't know exactly what is being, because he doesn't have all of the information, so he doesn't just magically know what the answer is. I think that was like episode 38 or 37 where he like plots out is like I guess they're like I don't know, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, but
Yeah, he gives like
yeah.
contingency plans. Like, here's what it could be. It could also be this. This might also be the case.
I mean, that's like
Yeah.
the whole Wenley versus Reinhardt is Reinhardt has resources. Wenley is operating off of fucking nothing.
No
Yeah.
information, barely
Yeah.
any like support.
But I'm glad
Yeah.
that I'm glad that Wenley isn't able to just pick out the one little thing and just like kind of like a Sherlock Holmes, like
I
the
was gonna say
TV
Sherlock
show Sherlock
Holmes.
Holmes. Yeah, it's like, well, that could be literally fucking anything. But it
Yeah, the
feels like
Sherlock Holmes
Wenley is
books would
like,
have been.
Well, it kind of builds on it
yeah,
too, where he's like, "Oh, this propaganda I'm watching on TV in our last set of episodes kind of gave him the hint. It's like, huh, I wonder if Pheasant's trying something." And then like it keeps building to it. It's like, oh, no, here's probably what they're doing actually.
Yeah, that was really nice.
yeah.
Nice foreshadowing. I liked that. They showed that.
Yeah, the cartoon that was just actual propaganda foreshadowing that yes, Pheasant is evil.
Well, foreshadowing their plans to kidnap the Kaiser and set up
Yeah.
them as being heroes. Anyway, going back to 36, meeting Anna Rose. Anna Rose says, "Are you implying that I've abandoned my little brother?" That's what she says. That
I
she
mean,
asks, "Are you implying that I've abandoned my little brother?" Yes,
yeah,
he
he did.
objectively abandons him. She's a horrible person.
Okay, she was kind of like forced married to a Kaiser at 16 for like what 20 years, 15 years, however long. I cut her a little bit of slack, but also like I don't know,
Sure,
abandoning
but
your
her
brother
brother.
after her best friend died.
So not only abandoning him though, telling him, "I will never see you until you take over the entire galaxy."
Okay, no, specifically she says until you are like too wary and you need me, but you can't be wary right now.
Okay, but like the most important person in his life just died, and then she says that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Although he still
He
has
kind
his
of needs
Force Ghost, so
support.
he has support right now.
In a locket of hair.
And yeah, locket of hair which summons the Force Ghost. It's kind of like his fate summoning catalyst.
Gives him his wings as well.
I can't imagine my only surviving family member going insane and just me saying, "You can deal with that on your own."
And the fact that it's not even like she's fully isolated herself. Hilda just talked to her and is like, yeah, you kind of need to be around him so that his spirit can be saved. And she's still kind of hemming and hawing about it.
Anyway, that's all I have for 36.
Yeah, I think the Hilda and Anna Rose talking thing was probably the most interesting part of that episode.
Yeah.
Anna Rose has a boy that she takes care of.
Just
Anna Rose Wen Lee comparison arc. They both have a young boy.
it's just like Kerchice number 2, basically. That's what I assumed.
That's why she's
just
taking care
him.
of.
It's
She's
just
grooming him to
him.
be the new Siegfried for Reinhardt. She didn't abandon him. She has
Yeah.
plans. It's very Machiavellian.
Do you think Anna Rose and Wenli are gonna hook up, and that's gonna be the ending?
That would be funny if like they have a politics marriage because she was technically like essentially queen.
I don't think that works though, because she doesn't have the golden bomb blood, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, but it
Well,
doesn't
it's
matter.
Lowengram now.
It's
That's the Lowengram
She's got that
dynasty.
Lowengram in her.
I guess, yeah.
And they're close enough in age where it's less. That would be
Yeah,
a weird
and
way
she
to.
does. She does have the golden bomb in her, at least. At least
At
a
one
few
point.
times.
Probably at multiple points. She was his favorite.
Yeah, wasn't he an old man already?
No, he's like 50.
Yeah, I think they said they didn't fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
they
pretty sure
did.
they said that. Yeah.
Also, no, he wasn't old. He was like 50, by the way. He just looked
That's
like he was 80.
comedically old.
Well, yeah, it's
No,
comedically
but-
old, but
30 is comedically old in this episode, as they've mentioned, or this set, as they've said like multiple times now.
okay, but 8 is basically old enough that you could be thinking about her marriage to you as well, as they keep saying.
Like Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if the show doesn't end with Julian and Charlotte getting married, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, you want like a
They've built it up
Shakespearean
so much.
comedy ending where everyone gets married and it shows all the like happy marriages?
I want that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be awesome.
Reinhardt and Hilda,
Wenley, Greenhill, Julian, Charlotte.
Oberstein and his dog.
Dude, we'll get to Oberstein and his dog. Don't you worry. Okay, speaking of Oberstein and his dog, we can go to episode 37. Oh, they showed the dog. Hell yeah.
Holy
Yes.
shit, he got a Dalmatian! I got so excited.
Well, they mentioned it was a Dalmatian before.
Yeah.
But them just showing the dog kind of raises flags to me. I could see Oberstein dying soon, actually.
I don't see that.
I don't see it,
I mean,
but like,
maybe.
long shot, maybe.
I still have my notes. I don't like Oberstein at the very beginning. He's like, essentially paraphrasing him, just keep sacrificing people. It's always correct to kill your allies. I don't know what is up with him. He's like, yeah, killing your allies is just like the correct thing to do.
You should keep killing
I'm
allies,
gonna
actually.
kill you.
Reinhardt.
I'm gonna kill
Except
you.
for
But then
me.
Reinhardt retorts with like, oh, well then, how about if I kill you? He's like, yeah, if you need to. It's like, oh, I guess that retort didn't work.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't feel like him sacrificing his allies is not generally a good strategy.
I'll post my
Yeah, no.
9.
I mean, unless they suck, but yeah.
True, but the point is that they don't suck. I mean, his allies are theoretically
Yeah.
talented people.
Yeah.
I do like that he replaced the Kaiser with an 8-month-old girl.
I don't know
Because-
why he did that, but
Well, because he still wants a sitting Kaiser to be like puppet
Why?
Kaiser for the moment. I don't know.
And that brat needs to be corrected, the current Kaiser.
Yeah.
I wrote child is comically evil.
What the fuck did I wrote?
I don't know if I even wrote anything about him. I just got, yeah. I agree with that. Whoever the guy that's transporting them is like, sometimes kids need their discipline, but it's like, but that's not my prerogative. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, but he's literally the emperor. You can't exactly.
Well,
That
I
is
mean,
funny.
yeah.
Drop a line saying, yeah, we should beat this kid's ass. Leave.
Yeah.
They had some crazy tech this episode too. They had the ring that opens doors. They had the sleep ray gun.
It took
Not
me
a-
a second to think what you were talking about with the sleep ray gun. I was like, what?
Well, he pulled out the gun and she fell asleep.
Oh,
Media literacy
I-
0.
I-
It's a sleep ray.
I'll be honest. I thought I just completely missed that because I'm like I don't remember this happening at all.
Same.
I got it. It just took me a second. He has weak complexion.
Why did they? I do want to complain. Why did they set up the guy like, oh, my grand plan's gonna come into account, the sick guy, and they did nothing with that these episodes.
Well, no, they're
I don't
setting.
think
That's
he's
like
real.
the end of the show. Like he's gonna stab Reinhardt in the back to go down in history, and that's how Reinhardt dies. And it's sort of a symbolic message of how the weak can overthrow the strong or whatever.
I see.
I guess the other big comment I have is Reinhardt just like outright tried to trick his own admirals about the abduction. I feel like he could have just told them, it's like, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure they all already knew that the Kaiser was kind of just like puppet throne, symbolic, but like not actually in power.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal with that was.
And Rudolph and Midmeyer figured it out immediately anyway, so like, there was no reason not to just tell them. It's like, yeah, here's what we're doing, actually.
Maybe it's just that Reinhardt himself doesn't really like the plan, so he kind of is slightly embarrassed about it and doesn't want to admit that he's doing this.
I mean, he was also okay with the plan failing. I
Yeah,
think
and then
it
he
is
just
a-
blamed Fezzen and attack them.
I don't know why he doesn't just attack Pheasant anyway. It's not like the Alliance is in any position to attack the Empire right now. I mean, he must know that the Alliance can literally never attack him right now. He has free reign to just murder Pheasant.
That is
And if he
true.
murders them, he gets full control over the Pheasant Alley anyway.
Actually, if he attacked Fezzen, I think the Alliance would go and back up Fezzen, because having access to a corridor that's not blocked by Iserlon would be like the death knell for them.
Sure, but I don't think... I don't know. I don't know
I
how large of an army Pheasant has, I guess.
I mean, we know how many
Probably
people
have
they have.
mercenaries.
According, they have, what was the? It was 25
Yeah,
to 13 to
2
2 was
billion.
the ratio.
But they don't have any, like, forced conscription.
I wrote the
I mean, maybe they
ratios
do.
down.
It's 25 to 13 to 2.
Yeah, they have 2 billion.
Although that doesn't
Which
make
doesn't
sense.
seem like a lot.
No, that doesn't make sense, because wasn't there used to be like 400 billion people in the universe? Did they all die? How many people died in this war so far?
So this is
Well, they have
also how many years? This is also 150 years ago. They gave us those numbers. So unless there was like a huge baby boom population in those 150 years.
Which could happen, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, getting ahead of myself with that. Just, I guess Fezzen was setting up their with the line, "Fezzen, know this universe has a secret that even that blonde brat doesn't know about." So I'm curious what Chekhov's gun that is.
I'm assuming it's just the Earth Cult.
But that can't be people know about the Earth Cult.
But they don't know that it has power. Like, it has political power.
I think it's going to be aliens.
Nobody. If this turns into an alien anime, that would be interesting.
The Earth
I
Cult
would
just has
not want it.
massive space lasers that they can assassinate people with, clearly. They've got space magic.
Yeah, if they were like the Star Wars stand-in like Jedi, and they just start fucking people up with force powers, I guess that would be a secret.
I don't know. I feel like the Earth Cult has to do something spectacular, or else they're just a bunch of idiots.
I mean, I think they are a bunch of idiots
I guess that's possible.
who happened to found Fezzen.
I feel like they tried somewhat setting up like a Rubinsky versus Earth Cult, and I don't think that's going to get a good payoff. I think it's going to be like one thing. It's going to be really stupid.
I mean, I agree. I think the entire Earth Cult and Fezzen parts of this show so far are the weakest parts of this military drama.
Yeah.
Also, the Earth Cult's designs are comedically stupid.
True.
Yeah. It was really funny seeing the Earth Cult just in these robes watching a giant screen in a cave. What episode was that?
Yeah, no, projector, yeah.
I don't remember when that. Oh yeah, it's episode 38. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
That's fine.
They have a
Oh, yeah.
comically evil cave to view things from, and a giant projector in the space cave.
I like all their stupid fucking robes.
Paula, did you write down the Jewish code they did in the spaceship? I didn't write it down. I should have. I just noted that it is the most Jewish code that could have been uttered to open that door.
No, I did not. I wish I did. It was like merchant, give us money.
I don't remember this.
They had a door and they just started saying like
Yeah.
merchant, gold.
There's like a password.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, it's a
password.
bunch of
like,
words.
All of the words were like super merchant classy. It was really funny.
Um,
Did I
so,
write?
so Trunick is just comically stupid. I get he was already an idiot, but this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen from anyone in this show yet. That's impressive.
Literally falls just like straight. You know what? Maybe Pheasant is smart because they know that even if Reinhardt sees through their plan, the Alliance is full of idiots who won't.
What does Trunick possibly think he is getting by openly claiming the Kaiser is being held by the Alliance?
I can only.
Maybe that's-
Oh, I know. He's in pocket with the Earth Cult.
Yeah, but he's not getting away with that. I mean, he must. I don't know.
Because
What has
Maybe
Pheasant
that's
told
Pheasant's
him?
plan.
Just is Pheasant telling him, "Oh yeah, you guys can beat the Empire. Trust us."
You guys think that's Pheasant's plan is just to fill like both sides with so many dumbasses that they secede no matter what?
I mean that is a strategy, and it does seem to
But
work.
Reinhardt, it's not working the Empire side.
Well, they have to get rid of Reinhardt, and they're gonna have the cripple guy, Hilda's cousin, kill him. They're gonna give him like cybernetic body parts so he can like walk up and beat the shit out of Reinhardt.
I'm hoping Oberstein is secretly an Earth Cult guy.
I
That's
mean,
the only payoff I can possibly imagine.
maybe.
That's the only payoff I
That'd
can possibly see for why they think they have any sort of a chance.
That'll be interesting.
The Kaiser continues to be an absolute menace. He just fucking bites that woman.
I wrote child is still comically evil.
It's good when you have like pure evil villains. So when Reinhardt obliterates the Kaiser with like surface to land nukes. Surface to land. Good job.
You think they realized they made the Kaiser too young, and they had to give a good reason to kill him, so they made him comedically evil?
I hope the Kaiser
I
like
don't-
accidentally kills that woman, and like then we all feel justified when he gets obliterated.
I don't think he's gonna die.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he will die for a while.
A B
I
plot
think
where
he's
he
just gonna
does
be like
just go to live a normal, happy life like Mercat's wanted.
I think he's just going to be abandoned. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to be abandoned in the Alliance. Reinhardt's going to say, "Oh yeah, that guy died, by the way," and he didn't die because he doesn't want to kill a child.
Let me find the.
I like that they just like drafted Mercats into that. By the way, it's like, oh yeah, I guess fuck you, Mercats.
Yeah.
You are written out of being able to help Wenley.
He was too competent.
Well,
And Wenley
yeah,
is not
he
allowed to have
did.
any like hyper competent generals. Yes.
This is true.
Right, hold on. I'm gonna write down the. Keep on
Is that
talking, guys.
the-
I'm gonna write down the Jewish door opening code.
Sure. I like that Wenley immediately, as we said, clocks that this is just the fucking plan to get the Alliance attacked by the Empire, and then Reinhardt immediately goes on the big screen and declares war. And then Wenley also predicts the fucking corridor assault, but then chooses not to say anything because he's just hoping that's not what's gonna happen.
Okay, that's the code.
Alright. Article Bank Cash Deposit Economy Captain Bommel. I was laughing when they said that code. It was so funny.
What is Captain Bommel? Oh, is that the guy's name?
That's the guy's name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. They keep insisting on Charlotte and Julian getting married, including like Charlotte's dad is like pushing for it, which is really funny. Julian, you will have my 8-year-old daughter, Julian.
Listen, he realized he needs Julian. Julian's a catch.
Don't go doing bad things, Julian. You'll make my 8-year-old daughter cry because you're marrying her. It's written in
On,
stone.
on episode 39, even the army's into the bit where they make Charlotte give Julian the flowers when he leaves.
Julian saying, "I'll be sure to come and return it." Your death flags, Julian. Your death flags.
That could also be Shenkop's death flag, though.
That's literally what I said the next day. I was like, I don't actually think Julian's gonna die, but that could be a reverse death flag for Shenkop. I could see him dying.
Can we give Poplin some congratulations? He has fucked over 100 women.
Yeah. And taken down. He said 3 digits of ships and women. That's an impressive battle
Yeah.
record.
As long as he's not doing it at the same time.
Oh, that's even more impressive.
I like that they keep telling stories like, yeah, so him and Shenkop keep coming out of adjacent doors after a night out. He's literally competing with Shenkop, Ultimate Man.
I like the line, "Alcohol is humanity's friend. Can I abandon a friend?"
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah,
That's an awesome line from Wenley.
Yeah. Same with Shenkop. The other quote I had was when Shenkop said, "All right." Wenley's like, well, "What are you trying to say?" It's like, "All right, I'll restate it. Julian is clearly better than you."
Well, yeah, because I think saying, "Oh, Julian's better than you" to Wenley, he's just gonna interpret that as, well, that's not saying much. I'm not good in a hand-to-hand fight.
Yeah. I do like the motif that Wenley has of like everyone knows he's a hopeless like college kid who just like leaves messes everywhere, can't cook for himself, can't do anything, but he's good at he's got his one autism of like war tactics.
I mean, episode 39 was just a great Julian and Wenley episode.
Yeah,
Not much
because
happened though.
no,
I liked it a lot.
I mean, you could sum the entire episode up as Julian got told he's getting sent to Pheasant by Trunet, or like Trunet sends the message down the pipeline. He's upset that Wenley's fine with it, and then Wenley has to go explain the entire yeah. So here's the entire thing Pheasant and the Empire are doing. I need a man I trust on the inside to watch them and figure things out. And then Julian
And then they
was
say
okay with
goodbye
it.
for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Mhm.
That was probably my favorite episode, just because all of the other episodes was kind of just maybe this is the whole point of this show, but it's just so much talking and like nothing.
Well, there's a lot talking, but I feel like it wasn't that. Like, I feel like these are the set of 5 episodes that you could cut the most from and not ruin the show.
I mean,
You will listen.
episode 39 was very character focused.
Yeah, episode
compared to,
39
like,
was good.
the other episodes didn't really focus on specific characters.
Especially 40.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can talk
well,
about
one
40
last
is
thing.
One Piece. I want to talk about 39 before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing from 39 is when Julian was grilling Wenley on his alcohol consumption. And he's like, "Yeah, it doubled." Well, it's like, "No, that's not true." And then he pulls up like a graph he prepared ahead of time showing it doubled.
Autism.
Machingo's going with Julian to Pheasant.
That guy can
Oh, yeah,
fight
that
down
guy's
an entire shit. What was the
An entire squad. Or
squad?
platoon.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
I also like that Julian and Mercatz are coming together to Pheasant, so
Yeah.
well, Mercatz
my
isn't going to
band
Pheasant.
still has.
No, he's not going to
yeah,
Pheasant.
He's
Yeah.
going to Heineken.
Yeah, they're all going to Heineken first, and then Julian's going to Pheasant.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They got to
darn.
go to-
So they're separated?
Yeah, they're
yeah.
together right
okay.
now, but at Heineken they're going their separate ways.
Okay. Darn. I want my Mercats to have more screen time.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah, I
like
think
Mercat's going to
Mercat's
be
just be written out for a
sidelined for a
while.
bit.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so I guess let's talk about 40.
Yeah.
We're talking about
I
peak.
think you.
Before we talk about any
40.
of the history dump, they still use floppy disks, and that's really funny.
That was my
Well, yeah,
first.
and the floppy disk also had like 44 terabytes on it.
They're very good
It said-
floppies.
It was a huge amount of numbers, and it said megabytes. I'm like, hold on, that's a lot of like that's that's in the terabytes.
It also it says MS-DOS, so Microsoft is still in the future, guys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we don't necessarily. Maybe it became the generic term. Microsoft is the Kleenex of computers.
I stitched together a map for us.
You screenshotted it.
I posted it in the legend. Well,
Nice.
they never show the whole map at once.
Oh, okay.
They like pan throughout this map.
Yeah.
I like
Um,
how Pheasants is just like objectively the nicer path to go through too. Because you have to do this like weird windy shit with Iserlon.
Yeah, but they have
I
like
also like
toll
that it-
roads and
Pheasant has an F in these instead of PH.
Oh yeah.
I like the strategic tactics of picking like exactly same height on the universal plane for both your capital planets across the because you could have picked it like the top left and then bottom right and then well, I guess Odin was already in place, but you could have put Highness anywhere. But it just happens to be directly across from the empires.
well, they explained it. They couldn't really place Heineken anywhere. It was like a desperate play. Oh, we found a habitable planet.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying the way that works out, we're in the like universal plane. They are exactly lined up. That would not happen, but also B, that's funny.
It's poetic.
It rhymes.
Yeah. I didn't write any notes down for 40 just because I knew Paulu would explain it all.
Yeah, I did write down every single thing that they said.
Nudity jump scare.
Yeah, that nudity was a jump scare. I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that.
I wrote they have naked fat bitches this episode.
I mean, I took the most notes for this one. I'm gonna be honest. I think I have the least to say about it, though.
Yeah, I don't have much.
I mean, yeah, it's just background of the universe.
Like,
Parallels between
I-
Rudolph and Reinhard.
I do like how they set up the entire path of like how things got the way they were for the Empire. It's like, oh, yeah, we had these two
I do like
proto civilizations, and because there was two proto civilizations, pirates started attacking people on the boundary. So like, oh, we need to deal with pirates.
dude,
Let's
yeah.
build a huge military.
the pirates are literally Gundams as well, which is funny.
We also need to deal with our pirates.
I would like to see another one of these episodes, but from the Empire's perspective, and see if like, oh, the Alliance just completely fucked with history. This isn't true at all.
I mean, from what we've seen, it's probably more true than the Empire's take on it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it's very Heinesen centric.
They
Yeah,
made spaceships out of dry ice, by the way.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
nuclear-
about how stupid the ice fucking ship is. It's so
I didn't realize it was dry ice.
Yeah, I was gonna say dreams.
it being dry ice probably makes more sense.
But okay, you would. They were drilling dry ice with no PPE, and they would all be fucking dead. Like they'd be frozen instantly.
I mean, they're in space. We assume we have space suits or somehow.
I'm glad they described the eugenics program this episode.
Yeah, they explained when the eugenics program came into effect
and how it
Yeah.
worked.
and how many people died because of it.
Dude, it said
was it,
only
4 billion?
1.4%. Yeah, it said only 1.3%. Like 1.3% is a fucking a lot. Like, excuse
Yeah,
me.
4 billion dead of political executions and jailings.
And yet it
That's
somehow didn't
absurd.
actually do anything.
Yeah, now Oberstein is still alive. It's like you should be
This is
dead.
proof that eugenics doesn't work.
They just didn't try hard enough. I think if we just keep
Should have
pushing
killed
more.
more people. Should have killed 12 billion.
I mean, this entire thing was clearly a Nazi Germany allegory to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
eugenics
was because
program, Rudolph wasn't the like strong German Aryan that he decreed was the proper genetics.
Yeah, he did get a retard child.
yeah, I laughed. I literally laughed at that.
Yeah, I like that. Like, oh yeah, he got 4 daughters and no sons, but then his mistress gave him a boy, but the boy was an invalid.
And then it's like, oh yeah, but that didn't matter because his grandson actually took the throne.
No, so yeah, he said that they like, I think he murdered or sentenced all of the retarded people to prison because of that. Like
And
his the mom.
all the doctors and nurses for the retard child got sentenced to death too.
Yeah, the mistress, the
Yeah.
doctors and nurses. Like, oh, yeah, we can't know for sure, but because this happened, this is why we believe history-wise this is what happened. It's like, yeah, that's fair. I agree with you.
Yeah.
If you told me that a guy killed his mistress and then every doctor and nurse, it's like, yeah, something happened that embarrassed him.
Yeah.
I like
I
it that
mean,
there was an uprising attempt and then they just like executed 500 million people casually. And then like
And then
forced 10 billion families into serfdom.
The numbers are so funny.
It's
Yeah.
comedic.
The numbers.
I mean, I like this episode was very. I'm glad they did this on episode like 40 and not like episode 2.
Yeah, the fact that we have characters that we're attached to makes doing a lore dump like this more palatable.
Yeah. And that you've heard a few things about like the eugenics was brought up like twice just because of Oberstein, and then Rudolph is always brought up as like a murderous rampage, but then on the other side he's a savior and whatnot. It was just it was cool to actually get all of it plotted out for you finally.
I like that he was a
Hmm.
savior, but what he was saving them for was that everyone just kind of went stir crazy because everything was too okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, nothing's improving, but nothing's getting worse, so we're just gonna go nuts, actually.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch porn all day. Hey, yeah. That's real life right there. There you go.
Yeah, is
We need
Golden Bomb really the bad guy then? If he stopped all that?
we need a Rudolph for America right now. There you go.
You know, I understand why they elected him.
Paula would have voted for him for 3 terms in a row. I like that he got criticized once by Parliament. It's like, okay, and then he just like dissolved Parliament forever, and there was no longer a Parliament.
I think that's similar to um, uh, Nicholas Tsar II in Russia.
Yeah, there's
They,
definitely a lot of historical examples of that happening.
oh, okay. Yeah, probably there's others as well. Yeah.
But you're probably right. That's probably like directly what the author was going for. Because you can tell the author. I think Wenley's the author's self-insert because he's kind of a history nerd and he likes history and like historical tactics.
Probably, yeah.
And yet he. Never mind. I'm not going into it.
You know, Wenley's the kind of Asian guy, and the author is an Asian guy. Yeah.
You know, Golden Mom kind of sucks at eugenics if there's still a lot of Asians and blacks on in the alliance.
Yeah, he had his.
Yeah, but they're only in the alliance.
Yeah, he did the other thing where he got rid of them all. They all left.
Oh, he sent them back to their own country and made them build a wall.
I guess. I
Of
like the one thing.
alliance for Lon.
I thought it was interesting that Heinesen, the guy like dies. The guy dies before he ever gets to even see the planet. That's like named
Literally
after him.
Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his like
Yeah.
second in command is like comically old by the time they get to the planet.
Oh, yeah.
He's like blind and decrepit.
Yep.
And he's what he's Chinese. That's Gent. That's Gent right there.
Wen Kim Hoa.
I like that, like, they set out with 400k people and only 160k made it, and then I guess somehow multiple billions of people fled the Empire, and that's why they have as many people as they do now.
And then the Empire didn't send their best refugees to them, too.
I still don't know how, like, the total universal population went from 300 billion to what it is at now. Even with all the people that were killed, that's a lot of people to get rid of. Like, we're talking, like, factor of 10 plus deduction in the entire population of the universe. Well, not plus, but almost a factor of 10.
I mean, there has been a massive war going on for 150 years, I guess, in which it's very casual for many millions of people to die in every single battle.
I agree, but you could have a million people die every month and still not cut out like 270 billion people in 150 years. I'm pretty sure. And by I'm pretty sure, I mean I am sure that's how the math works.
Yeah. You're right.
So those numbers went somewhere. I don't know where. I'm just gonna assume they ate them. They had to feed people somehow.
No, they clearly went to the mystical third round that we're gonna find out about later. Or
Yeah,
fourth round,
I hope the second
sacrificing.
half of the show is they find a second like galaxy cluster that's connected by like a small corridor, and they have to fight through that cluster, Reinhardt and Wenley together to fend off the invaders. Fend off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I predict that Pheasant's fucked. They're not making it out of this show alive.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
But are they going to put up a fight? Are they going to have some sort of at least semi-competent plan? That's the question. I mean, I don't expect them to win, of course, but
yeah, I hope something happens with the Earth cult.
This show's pretty good for paying things off so far, so I feel like they will try to pay them off. Whether it's a good payoff, I don't know, but they will try.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, since I only mentioned it in here, but for PHIJKCHU, I guess, I've mentioned that I'm going to probably stop reading the books because they've been literally identical, like scene for scene, for quite some time now. I'm like, I don't really need to read them if they're going to be identical scene for scene. Because book one, there were a lot of differences, but like now it's like, yeah, not really. So I'm curious if PHIJKCHU has any opinions on that.
PHIJKCHU's gonna tell you that you're wrong and you should actually go read the manga adaptations, both of them.
I'm not doing that. I don't like manga.
Damn.
Yeah. Don't worry, Tiny. I don't either.
I mean, I also don't care to read things.
Yeah.
I'm
the
not
only
able
one.
to read manga.
Yeah.
I read
I
manga.
get interested in the story too much, and I just start ignoring the pictures. But then Berserk doesn't count. Berserk is just an art piece. So sorry. Yeah, there you go.
The closest thing to reading Berserk was the author's Defense of Lolicon. That's the only thing I've read from him.
Oh.
He did do a one shot called In Defense of Lolicon.
Yeah, I've read that. That's the only thing of his I've ever read. That's true.
On a side note, I thought this girl looked like Ralga from Ranso 2.
Yeah,
So
she kind
true.
of
I
does.
see it. Okay, so I think we're done talking about episode 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I again, I don't think there's much to talk about this set. I think next set will probably be more exciting.
We're close to the halfway point.
True. Bye, Pyro.